Upper Montclair. This is Movies Till Midnight.
It's a sauna in here.
Yeah, we have a very warm studio today.
Yeah.
I was not expecting this myself.
No, I was not warned.
I was wearing 2 jackets before.
Yeah, same.
I had to remove both of them to reveal. I'm actually wearing a movie T-shirt today. I have a shirt that says the Nightmare or the River Bottom Nightmare.
River Bottom Nightmare Band.
That's right. Thank you, Danny. This is from a little cute film by Jim Henson Company called Emmett Otter's Jug Band Christmas, and it's a wonderful, sweet little Christmas movie that I like to watch every year. But that's not why we're here today. We're not talking about Christmas because we had a whole episode dedicated to that.
And it was not the episode right before Christmas, if I remember correctly.
That's right. It was
the one before that.
We did our holiday special earlier than when we did our.
Yeah. Why did we do? I don't remember.
There was a reason, but
what was that? I think it was that because we were supposed to have Peter on.
Oh, that's
and
right.
And then we moved it.
Yeah,
I don't remember.
That's correct. Yeah, something
like that.
Something like that. What do you guys want to talk about today? We have some news.
We got a list of stuff.
We got some things. Does anybody want to go first? Take over with this?
So tonight was the Grammys.
That's right.
And
Music Till Midnight.
Music Till Midnight.
Welcome back, folks.
You know.
Well, the very first episode.
Yeah.
And fourth black person to get this award. So that's like a pretty big.
Yeah.
Like
for people who don't know, what is the EGOT, Ella?
It is when you win an Emmy, Grammy, Oscar, and Tony. So once you like get all of those,
it's probably one of the biggest. It is the biggest achievement in entertainment. I think if you can win that award, you've really made your name, and you had quite the successful career in the entertainment industry.
Especially as a woman.
Yeah.
Like,
Other EGOTs include Richard Rogers of Rogers and Hammerstein, Rita Moreno, Audrey Hepburn, Marvin Hamlish, Mel Brooks, Whoopi Goldberg, Andrew Lloyd Webber, Tim Rice, John Legend, Alan Menken, Jennifer Hudson, and now Viola Davis.
Yeah, some pretty popular names there for sure.
It's awesome.
Yeah, good for her. Good for her. I love Viola Davis so much. I think
I think she won this Grammy for an audiobook.
She got it for an audiobook.
Yeah.
Which is interesting.
Oh, she got it for an audiobook?
Yeah.
That's so interesting. I didn't know.
Like I didn't know you could win Grammys for that.
Same here. That's so interesting.
Yeah, she has 2 Tonys, Emmy. The most recent one was Academy Award Oscar for supporting actress for Fences from 2016. I forgot that movie came out. And God, that was 2016.
With
I remember the posters for that being everywhere. That was 7 years ago.
Yeah, Denzel Washington. Yeah. Wow. Interesting.
Next, well, we have here, so Knock at the Cabin, new M. Night Shyamalan movie came out. It filmed in me and Danny's neighborhood.
Mm-hmm. Our neck of the woods.
Oh, yeah. You guys did mention that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so I kind of...
That's my only interest in it, really.
I know, like, apparently you can go visit the cabin that it was filmed in.
Oh, that's cool.
Which is cool. I want to go do that. I'm waiting to see it till I get back home, though, because I want to be in my element.
Yeah, let's go visit the cabin over spring break.
Yeah.
I will say, my desire for seeing it is actually Dave Bautista. I really want to see him in a new role besides Drax.
You know what? Honestly, Old was just so good that I just need to see what M. Night did next.
Yeah, of course.
Old was just such a great movie. And Glass before that, man, he's been on a winning streak lately.
But apparently, this is like one of his best movies that have came out since he's went downhill. It has a 68% on Rotten Tomatoes. I don't know what that means, Danny, but you're better than that.
It means people like it, I think. I think on Letterboxd it's like a 3.2 or 3.1 or something like that. So it's getting okay reviews, which is
a rarity.
Which is a rarity for an M. Night movie in 2023.
Yeah, but. I saw something on Twitter about it as well. I thought I had it saved, but I don't think I do. Let me see.
Yeah.
Knock at the Cabin. Someone said Brian S. So I'm gonna butcher that last name, so I'm not gonna try. It says permanently and cosmically alone. I guess that's a quote. continue proof that Shyamalan is one of our greatest visual craftsmen and Bautista one of our most compelling performers. You know when that old Universal logo pops up, the movie's about to go hard. Thank you.
I have so many questions.
Thanks, Brian.
First of all, has Brian seen The Last Airbender 2011?
I think he may have.
I think he might have missed that one.
Yeah.
Has he seen After Earth? Has he seen almost any M. Night movies since Unbreakable?
This Liz from Twitter says it's not nearly as bad as Old, but much more boring since I'm not laughing at how terrible it is constantly.
Old was pretty funny though.
So this person gave it 2 stars. They left a whole review that I'm not going to read.
I've never seen Old, but I did see a clip. I did.
It was pretty funny.
I saw a clip of when the little kids grew up and she was pregnant, and they're like, "What did you do?" And I was like, "That's in the movie." Like, I never saw the movie, but that looks disgusting, and I don't want to see it after I saw that.
I'm scrolling through the thread. A lot of people are posting their reviews of Knock at the Cabin. It's looking like
I'm seeing
3.
okay things,
I'm seeing 3.5 as the highest right now. I saw like 1.4 stars. Out of 5. So
it'll be interesting to see. Again,
we'll
really only seeing it because I have to rep Medford.
only seeing it for Dave.
Little ice cream shop in our woods, and
it's gonna be weird seeing the movie and then if I go there again, like that'll be bizarre.
Yeah.
Oh, what if something like weird
happens? That's so cool though, because New Jersey is actually now becoming quite the hot spot for Hollywood, which is very cool. I know Netflix just they're opening a studio or
I think
something
Lionsgate
like
is too. I know the Netflix one is in
it's a fort.
Mammoth.
It's a fort. It's like an old fort or whatever, and they're like renovating it into a movie studio, which is really
and it's
cool.
It's gonna be out by the time we're graduated, so that's kind of clutch.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Wow. No, it actually is hot in here, but I'm really excited.
Oh my god, I was like, I'm sweating so bad.
It is, this is rough.
You know what?
Let's talk about Batman.
Happy birthday to me, because Batman 2 is coming out on my 22nd birthday, which is about 2025.
Oh my gosh, your 22nd birthday?
Yes.
Wow. What?
I'm turning 20 this year, though.
That's crazy.
I'm turning 20 as well this year, yeah.
I'm turning 19.
Wow.
Like, will I be that interested?
You know what?
Y'all have fall birthdays. Y'all don't.
No, my birthday's in May. I'm a little ahead of you.
You're in May?
Yeah.
What?
I don't. Do you want me to explain the story, or should we talk about movies?
Sure, talk about movies. You're explaining this during a break. Whenever we
honestly,
go to break, you're explaining this.
The viewers will be like, they'll be questioning it, but I won't say anything, and they're gonna be like,
Yeah, they won't know.
Mysterious.
You guys won't know.
Mysterious.
I wonder what's behind the microphone.
Yeah,
I'm tune in on the Instagram.
Tune in on Instagram.
Hey, yeah.
That's not a call to action.
We are live streaming on Instagram right now. Is that?
No viewers.
No views.
We had nope, just Scott.
Oh, Scott Ackerson?
For like a minute.
All right, well, shout out Scott Ackerson for a minute. Love Scott. I want to talk about the Batman 2 for a sec, because this was so funny. So I was scrolling through my Twitter. What do I see? Letterboxd has posted in big bold letters, title update for the second Batman movie, for the sequel to Batman. And I scroll through, I click on the thread, and it says Batman 2. What?
I know, it's like the Batman Part 2 or something. It's a lame title. Yeah.
That's your title update? Is that it was just I knew it was the second one. You should have just said the release date, because that's the only information What?
It's never been done before. This is the first time this has happened.
This is the first
That's
time.
Right. Yeah,
no,
it's big. This is big news, guys.
It's like a movie theater movie.
Everybody look out for the Batman. I don't know.
Here's my question: Who do we think the villain's gonna be? Because they did a good job of
many options. I don't know if they're gonna stick to the whole Joker thing, because I'm not sure people really received Barry's performance all that much.
We know the existence of Arkham, so there's like tons of people in Arkham.
I'm hoping for like a Mr. Freeze or Scarecrow or someone.
Oh my God, Scarecrow!
Scarecrow, they did Scarecrow very dirty in the Dark Knight trilogy, so I'm hoping that they can give him a actual good. Not that it was like he was bad. I mean, he was like the best part of Batman Begins, you know. But
I want them to get more into the mafia stuff, because like I watched like this TV show Gotham, and it was like more mafia with Penguin, right?
They're doing the Penguin series.
Okay.
That
was we have a lot of DC
which
stuff
is going to be fun to see. Colin Farrell as well. But I will say
Oscar-nominated Colin Farrell.
Oscar-nominated, by the way. We'll talk about that in a little bit. So Oh yeah, no, we have it on the list. I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's next.
Yeah, that's next on our list. Is Colin Farrell will be playing the Penguin in an 8-episode spin-off series. So is it limited series?
I guess it's an
Yeah,
HBO.
that's kind of
limited
exciting.
I couldn't see Colin Farrell doing 2 seasons of a show. Like he's not that kind of actor.
Yeah. I don't see what the point is.
Well,
like I'm sure there will be, but like I'm kind of, and this is mostly Marvel's fault. I'm kind of sick of like every character having their own spin-off show at this
Yeah.
point.
I agree.
Like, yeah, Colin Farrell was really fun as the Penguin. I really liked it. I would love to see more of him, but also like, can he carry an entire show to himself? Like, I don't know, because he did most of what I liked about him was him bouncing off of everybody else in the Batman, right? Like, he has that really great interaction with Gordon and Batman where he's like, do you speak Spanish? Like, that whole scene. Like,
that was
you know,
great.
like he does a very good job of bouncing off of the other characters. Like, if him, I'm curious to see if him running his own show, basically, how that's gonna, I don't see the point.
I don't know. It's kind of interesting.
Yeah.
In that Gotham show I watched, like Penguin like ran the iceberg or whatever in the show. He also does in the movies, and it was kind of like centered around like mafia bosses and like other people's things, and it like brought us to like not like the little kind of ghetto area that they have. I forget what it's called, but it's like super cool, like super interesting. Another way like to just not go into like the Joker like and all that stuff.
Right.
So I feel like they probably will go that way, and then also like bleed into the next movie, which will like give more topics than just like the regular run through like Batman versus whoever, which I feel like would be a cool installment.
That would be.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm very interested to just see where this whole DC situation is going with this new route and everything. I do really like this Gotham that Matt Reeves has created and everything, so I'm very interested to see where it goes. It's going to be a long time, though. Like, 2025 is so long. I'm going to forget how good the movie was, and then I'll have to rewatch it.
All the really good movies that are anticipated to come out are going to come out when we graduate or around that time.
Yeah,
Mhm.
So we
yeah.
have a lot to look forward to.
A lot of stuff to look forward to for sure. We're gonna move
Let's
into,
go a little
Should we
broader.
jump
with
into the
DC,
DCU?
because
Let's jump into the DCU.
yeah, that was just a tiny part of the DC plans that were unveiled.
James Gunn reveals that his first kind of like
First phase one.
Yeah, phase one
Yeah.
of his DCU is titled Gods and Monsters, which explains why Batman is so far, because he's like trying to do kind of like a Marvel thing where you can watch it chronologically. So the first movie to kick it off is a Superman movie with a different actor? Question mark. We don't know yet.
Well, they said it's not going to be Cavill. I don't think they announced anyone new at the announcement thing. I guess I'm like. It took me a second to register that.
Sorry, I really want to play around with sound effects, and I was also just thinking about how sad I am that Cavill's not coming
know.
back.
Poor thing.
Yeah,
I'm mostly sad because they
felt
told him he was going to come back. That's why I'm sad.
I'm sad that it was on his birthday. They told him that he wasn't gonna
No.
Yeah.
going back. That's even worse. They just did him dirty, the poor guy.
They really did him dirty.
And he quit The Witcher too because he
Yeah.
thought he was gonna be playing Superman again. And,
Yeah.
And so
And
it's
now,
like,
yeah, he got.
Unacceptable!
You're having
come
way
on,
too much.
guys. Come on, DC. But it's okay. I think I like.
We'll see what James Gunn
Yeah.
has in
What else
store.
got
Other
announced
than the
at
Superman
DCU thing?
situation,
I don't
like
remember.
the whole Batman universe, I'm just really excited for. That's my big thing.
Mhm.
That's the
Yeah.
only thing I'm watching. That's the only thing I care about because I love the Batman.
Mm-hmm.
What a great superhero.
Oh, apparently yesterday did they announce 2 new actors that are being in stuff? Hold up.
What's this?
First 2 DCU stars confirmed. Okay. Is it just 2 people that are coming back? It's just 2 people that are coming back.
Viola Davis. Miss
They
Egot.
lied. Yeah,
Miss
Viola
Egot.
Davis, we were talking about her earlier, is coming back as
Suicide
Amanda
Squad.
Waller in, I guess, a show of her own?
In a show.
The
Or a
she was
movie
like
or a
the,
show called
the lady
Waller?
who like did the Suicide
Yeah,
Squad
she's getting
stuff,
she's getting her own solo. Why? I mean, congrats, EGOT, woo, but
It'll
why?
probably be like mini shorts of like her doing like mini little
Yeah.
Suicide Squads without the Harley Quinn, without like
And then Sean Gunn's coming back as Weasel from Suicide Squad 2 in a show called Creature Commandos.
no.
So, okay, so this just makes me more confused because I thought they were rebooting everything. But why are they bringing people back from the other movies? I'm so confused.
Wait, so are they changing all this?
What they said was that when James Gunn took control was that we're completely scrapping everything, we're rebooting everything.
Like even like Margot Robbie.
Yeah, like that. Yeah, because that was the thing. Was like
No.
everyone was concerned, like, oh, are you just gonna keep stuff from your Suicide Squad movie and Peacemaker and nothing else? And he said, no, we're just gonna cancel everything. And then now people are coming back. So what's going on? I'm so confused.
All
John
right.
Cena and Margot Robbie.
Why can't they?
I'm so confused.
Why can't they figure out the whole situation with the Suicide Squad? It's
Well,
so
this
annoying
is
they-
twice that this has happened now. Why can't DC get their?
It's too hot in this room.
It is.
to be figuring this out right now.
I
Wait,
know.
so is like who's gonna play Harley? Because
Yeah.
it's only Margot.
It is Margot Robbie.
Unless Gaga like slays on
But then they
screen,
said that's
like-
gonna be separate from everything else. I'm so
Oh.
confused. Okay, so wait. So we have the Batman universe with the Joker movies. We have the Robert Pattinson Batman movies, which are separate from those. And now we're probably getting a third Batman
different
DCU.
universe. Is it a different universe, the Batman movies?
Yeah.
So
That's why Joaquin isn't the Joker and it's Barry instead.
Say what?
This is so confusing. James.
James, bring-
he was trying. He was really trying to make it less confusing, but he
James,
just like
you were
started
confusing
off
me
with the
more.
multiverse. Started off with the multiverse and was just like, take it. Like
James.
Marvel is like confused already with the multiverse right now, but at least they had a good first.
At least
know.
at least Marvel knew what they were doing for 3/4 of their time.
They planned it out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
At least they had a plan.
Oh.
I mean, they kind of lost it.
Darkness, my old friend.
Yeah. That's all I'm gonna play.
Yeah. What does everyone
Anyway,
have to say?
speaking of Suicide Squad, John Cena.
Oh my
Da
god.
da da da. Ella, you
John
are
Cena-
gonna go crazy over this.
You know
Have
how
fun.
John Cena is on his Instagram? He
Cena-
just be posting things, and then I like the other day, like
does.
he showed up on
He
my
do be
feed.
He posts like he doesn't realize that he's famous.
I know.
Like he's one of those type of famous people.
Which is
He just
awesome. I
finds
love
things-
that.
He finds
Oh,
things
yeah.
on the internet. He's like, "That's really."
He's like, I
funny."
thought this was funny.
Yeah, he throws it up there. He's like, yeah. Sorry, I'm having too much fun back here.
I'm gonna
all right,
restrict your
can
board
I-
privileges.
Can I just say this one thing?
You can say whatever
This is
you
my
want. You're behind the
first
board.
time being behind. So, first of all, I'd like to preface. I'd apologize if there's any mishaps going on right now. This is my first time behind the board in like a month, so I'm just having a good time back here, playing with sound effects.
We
I'm
can
just
tell,
still
Drew.
thinking
But
about that last time.
If I make a mistake, just know there was some kind of error.
I'm gonna walk
I'm
across the
sorry.
board.
I'm sorry. I'm
gonna
having
go
too
over
much
that.
fun right now.
Okay.
All right, you know what?
Folks, we'll be right back. No, I'm just kidding. I'm just
Guys,
kidding.
you know what else John Cena was
Um,
in?
What else was he in?
He was in How Do You Home too.
I knew you were going to say that. I knew you were gonna say
Anyways,
that. I knew you
John
were gonna
Cena
say
the other day shows up on my feed.
I see you looking
It
for
says
sound effects,
it's- oh
Drew.
my-
that. I'm
What
playing,
is it?
I'm playing around.
I can see
Family,
the reflection
family.
of the vinyl player back, the record player.
Everybody, stop playing with the sound effects
Family.
right now.
Anyway, what did John Cena post this time?
Okay, you know what? John Cena, I sent this to our little group chat. I was like, is this real? Because you never know, like, if he's, like, being for real, like,
Yeah.
on his timeline. And then he posts a poster for Fast 10, Fast X, The End of the Road Begins. Oh, that series got so bad, but you don't understand how, like, I'm so excited for him to be, like, family. Like, this is the last family.
How
We're
much you
in
wanna
this
bet this
together.
isn't the last
Do you think
one?
he's
Can I
gonna
say
die?
something real quick?
How much we wanna bet this
Okay,
isn't the
first
last
of
one?
all, they're promoting it like it's going to be the last movie.
Didn't they do that?
But
for...
then they did it with the last one. But then I'd also like to say it says this is where the end of the road begins.
No.
So it's not.
TV
this is
show.
not the end of the road. This
TV
is.
show.
We're gonna do an HBO limited
Original.
series
Yeah.
starring Vin
Vin
Diesel.
I remember.
Or no, it's gonna be like the other.
It's gonna be his
characters.
daughter or something.
Yeah, it's gonna be the. It's
Yeah,
gonna be
they
the
said
family.
that they were the last one was gonna be the last one. I remember they said was gonna be the last one.
Oh my god,
I believe,
the last
right?
one was
Well,
so bad.
Am I wrong with in
when
that?
when
Like, wasn't
Cardi
that-
B took off her helmet in the car, I fell asleep.
Stop. That movie was so bad.
But also,
So
bad.
wasn't the one
Wait.
where Paul Walker, the one that was his last one, wasn't that also supposed to be the last one too? And that was like
Yeah.
10 years
Yeah.
ago, and they
Yep.
kept making them. Like,
Yep.
After
I
that,
don't
it fell
believe them.
off.
I
After
don't
that, it fell
believe
off.
them.
That was a good one.
At least we got See You again. I mean, that's the silver
I
lining.
gotta say though, they're so corny, but they're so entertained. Like they're like Transformers. You know what
yeah.
I mean,
But they're better than the Transformers.
I'm
100%,
so
but
into them.
You think it's better than the Transformers?
Yeah.
No.
That's
Yeah,
I think
Gotta
I
be
love
honest.
car.
that's
I
a
ca-
nerve with Bryce.
I love
That's-
car movies, but like I love race car movies. Like there's no race cars in Transformers. Are just robots fighting.
Can I
They
be
are
honest?
I
cars.
like
Aren't
when
they
they're
cars?
like when they're but when they're just cars, Like to me, that's the best part.
Can I be honest? Can I get confession? I have not seen a single Transformers or Fast and Furious movie.
Wow.
I haven't seen.
Honestly though,
You.
Good for you, honestly.
Yeah.
Because you haven't fallen to the trap.
You can go with saying that, and that's probably a good thing.
I probably will watch at least one of them at one point in my life. I mean,
they're not perfect, but like it's
they're
just
fun.
It's
The
so
first,
entertaining.
yeah. The
I've
first,
heard the
like-
Transformers ones get really bad, like kind of
So,
unwatchable
Ella,
by the end. But
so John Cena is definitely going to be in.
wait, wasn't
this
John
movie, I
Cena in a
guess.
Transformers movie? Did I make that up? Wasn't he in like
He was in
Bumblebee or something?
Bumblebee, one of the worst ones. That I've
I thought that was the good one. Drew?
I cut it off.
John Cena. What did he even play in Fast 9? Like, I don't even remember. Like,
Dan,
John Cena was
don't
like the
turn
bad
off my
guy.
microphone.
You've lost your privileges.
Don't come back here. And turn
You've
off my
lost your
microphone.
Is John
privileges.
Cena bald?
I don't know.
Yeah, he has like a crew cut kind of thing.
There
doesn't
can't be two bald people.
What
like,
is what?
I don't know. What is he?
What is this conversation?
John Cena
right now?
can't. Okay,
What
Vin
kind of-
Diesel and John Cena
Anyway,
can't
big
both be
action
bald.
stars. You know what else is big in action in cars is Will Smith.
You're
What was he
right.
with cars?
I don't know. He's been in a lot of action
Did they drive?
movies.
Did they drive cars in Bad Boys?
I
Yes,
assume
they
so.
do.
I don't.
They drive cars.
Speaking of bad boys,
Who's seen Bad Boys? Have you seen Bad Boys?
I haven't seen bad boys.
Explain.
Bad
I haven't
boys
seen
for
Bad
life.
Boys as well.
Bad Boys are literally just two cops that are funny.
That are bad.
They're no. They're
Oh.
good cops, but they're
just-
they have a sense
Oh.
of humor,
They're the bad
They're
boys.
just cops with a.
It's kind of like Fast and the Furious.
and they literally just take down like these drug bosses and stuff like that. It's good.
Oh wow.
Hmm.
Interesting.
But yeah, they're doing a
So,
fourth
yeah.
one.
Will Smith announced it on his Instagram, which is like crazy. I feel like he's like trying, like he's like, okay guys, let's get me back in business. And so they're like,
Yeah.
oh, what's that one movie I did that like I did a couple
Emancipation?
of them?
Or, I don't know.
No, he's like I wanted to do like bring back his franchise.
Yeah, you're
so-
right. He tried to do like the big drama route. That didn't work, so now he's trying the big action route to see if that works. But also, I just want to draw attention to the glare that Bryce just gave me when I said that they were doing a fourth one. Just the look of contempt in your eyes. Just here, explain. You seem to be a fan of the series. Why is that a bad thing?
Bad Boys 1 and Bad Boys 2 I love those movies. And when I saw Bad Boys for Life, I'm like, all right, this is either going to be really, really good or really, really bad. I did not enjoy Bad Boys for Life. I really didn't enjoy that, and I can't imagine this is going to be any better. It's like...
What was bad? Like I haven't seen it. Like
It's
pretend I know nothing. What was bad about Bad Boys 3?
First of all, the villain was really not good. It was a long time since I saw it, but like I remember the villain was boring. They weren't good at all. The humor was so dry. It really wasn't good. I could have lived without it.
I have a feeling it's gonna be all TikTok and.
Yeah. Right. Like.
Andrew just not paying attention and looking for sound effects.
Totally
instead.
paying
But like
attention to the
Bad Boys 1 and
show.
2.
Charlie
oh my God,
D'Amelio.
so good.
Yeah.
Watch them.
Will you be? I mean, you don't have high hopes for it. Are you gonna see it anyway?
Yeah, definitely.
Of course. I feel like there's like movies that like it's just like
You've seen them all. You've seen them.
and you've seen them so many times that you're gonna see them like
So
when they do
Indiana
the
Jones.
remakes, when they do the
Yeah.
other
I
stuff,
can't-
even
I
if they're
can't-
bad.
I can't not watch it. You know?
Yeah.
like
Indiana
Star
Jones. Good
I
example.
have high hopes for Indiana Jones.
I do
though.
too, but also even if it's bad, I'm gonna see it.
Yeah, of course.
Even if he
of
gets
course.
like horrible reviews, I'm still gonna
I'm
be there
watching
opening
it.
day.
Right. Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah, I don't care if it's awful. Crystal
Yeah.
Skull is like has very bad reviews, and I still love it.
Yeah. It's
Yeah.
those movies are comfort movies
Yeah.
for me.
Man, I want to rewatch Crystal Skull now.
I want to rewatch all the Indiana Jones movies
Yeah.
right now.
Anyway, going to
I don't have
yeah.
Paramount
I
Plus,
just
though.
saw
Ugh.
George
They're not, they're on
Lucas's.
Paramount.
I saw his first like kind of summer blockbuster movie.
THX. or
George
whatever?
Lucas.
Or-
No, American Graffiti.
Right.
So good. It was kind of
Oh.
like Dazed and Confused, but like in the 60s. And Dazed and Confused is in the 70s, right? I think.
I think so.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
don't know.
See that movie.
So
I
like
think- yeah, I
that's like
think it's
kind of
late
cool.
70s.
Like eventually there's going to be a Dazed and Confused about our time.
That's gonna be so weird.
Dazed and Confused. Like when I think of like what movie describes people, like that's so you. Like Dazed and Confused is just such.
I don't know if that's a good or bad thing.
It's a good thing.
It's an interesting
I
thing.
feel it was
Is it
really good.
What's the movie about?
It's Matthew McConaughey's in it, right?
Oh,
Yeah.
I love Matt.
Yeah.
All right.
It's like it's kind
All
of
right,
so
he says that.
American
That's where it
Graffiti.
That's where it
That's
comes
the one
from.
I
Is he
saw.
goes,
Oh my
all right,
God.
all right, all right.
Yeah.
It's like his first line in like any movie is all right, all right,
No,
all right.
he's so good in that one. So American Graffiti and Dazed and Confused are kind of like it's all set in one day, and it's the
You
kids.
think I'm a rowdy teenager? What is this description?
Bratty teenager.
Celebrating the last day of high school in 1976, the graduating
Yeah.
class heads for a popular
That's right.
pool hall and joins an impromptu keg party. However, star football player Randall,
Great name.
I can't see the rest, promised to focus on the championship game and abstain from partying. Meanwhile, the incoming freshmen try to avoid being hazed by the seniors, most notably the sadistic bully Fred, played by Ben Affleck.
Such a good movie.
'Cause
I
the whole-
rewatched
It's
it.
Why-
a good
what-
cast. It's
what
like a
makes
lot of
you-
these people like
because
right as they were getting famous.
The whole premise of the film is just like live in the moment. Like it's very coming of age. Like live in the moment, enjoy your time now while it lasts. Because as you get
Okay.
older, less people. And I feel like you have that. You have this like live in the moment type of.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Like,
that's
yeah.
true. That's a little skewed because I don't consider myself like a big like party or anything. I'm a little nerdy into myself, but
There's this
I
scene
do like to live in the moment. Yes.
where they're all sitting on the football field and they're like, I want to leave this place, like knowing I did something. It's just like
Yeah,
super
I like
good.
that. I
That's
like
what
that.
reminds me.
It's like Livin.
I appreciate that, Bryce.
Gotcha.
That's actually a nice compliment.
Speaking of nice movies, Ella, you
Oh my
watched
gosh, I watched
Oh, yeah.
After Sun.
How was
Look,
that?
I wanna put a good rep on After Sun because Danny didn't like it.
I'm
But-
in the minority.
Oh
I
my
accept that
gosh,
it's not
you
for
have
me.
to think about it.
It's
like,
not for me.
Is
See,
it-
I did think about it, and the more I thought about it, the less I liked it.
Oh, it makes I'm
Is it
gonna
like,
cry talking about it.
Is it kind of like Call Me by Your Name?
It's
No,
like
so-
it's
no.
you know what it's like?
What?
It's like if someone took the Florida Project, remade it, set it in a different decade, and said, "What if I made this movie but took out all the personality?"
Okay, let me say what I need to say about this movie because
Yeah, you can take the floor. I already
what it
granted that.
is
You can
what
take
it
the floor.
is the director like reflecting on the last time she ever saw her dad before it was kind of like iffy like whether or not he had like passed away or
Something
just
happens
has
to
never
him, yeah.
seen her again. So it's kind of like, you know, a one day thing, nothing really happens, kind of like, I don't know if you guys seen White Lotus, but White Lotus is like people going to a resort, nothing really happens, but it's like a narrative. So it was kind of like that, but like on like the deeper level, like the cinematography was so good. There was a scene where like it was like filming from the reflection of the television, and you just see like Paul Mescal and his daughter
It was
like
pretty well
walking
shot,
around
actually. It's true.
the room, and you see them like sitting on the bed, and it's just like it's just like, you know, you see the turmoil that's going through the dad's brain, like whether or not like he wanted to live anymore, and with his daughter, like I don't know, it was just like so sad. There was like this scene, sorry if it's spoilers, but it's just like
It's been out for a while now.
it's just like, you know, and the
I don't think
daughter,
I'm really gonna honestly
like,
see it. But
did you guys
Paul
like
Mescal,
when you were a
that's what I remember.
kid, like did you like carry around a camera and like talk to a camera?
I did.
Yeah, I did a little
Yeah.
sort of
Yeah.
that kind of thing.
It was like that, and it made me emotional because like I would do that. I would be like, "Hi guys, this is me on vacation. This is the water," and it was just like, "Oh," it's like, "This is my dad." I was like, "Oh my god." Oh yeah.
I'm so sorry. That was so sweet.
I know, but it made me, I don't know, made me upset. There's this like scene where they had like a really fun day at the resort or whatever, and she's laying in bed, and the dad's like brushing his teeth, and she's like, "Do you know, like after a long day when your body's like so run down and you like your bones are like you can't move, and it's like you're kind of like depressed," and the dad's like, you know, obviously depressed, and he's like very sad. He's like, I can't, like, I don't know, he's like, I can't believe she's going through this, but she doesn't know what I'm going through. I don't know, it just made me so sad. Just like Paul Mescal really good. Like I feel like, you know,
I maybe I will see it honestly though, because I did want to see like all the I like to see all the best
big ones,
best
yeah.
picture, best actor,
Yeah,
best actress. I like to
The
see all those.
performance ones, yeah.
Usually those
there
ones.
was a lot of like run-on scenes of her just like doing nothing, but like I feel like it was emotional in that point. Like the whole karaoke scene was just like not
Okay, that was
So
actually-
was
that
it?
was a good
Did
scene.
did After Sun just get nominated for the best actor one?
yeah.
He got that was the only thing he got.
The only one that After Sun.
Yeah, I think that was it
Oh,
for
okay.
After Sun. Yeah.
All right. Well, speaking of Oscars,
Yeah, this is interesting.
Andrea Riseborough.
Yeah, okay,
From
so-
Till Leslie.
Yeah,
right?
so here, let's give a bit of context, right? So, Oscar nominations came out, was that 2 weeks ago? It was January 20.
That
It was
last
late
week.
January. That was
Oscar nomination
Oscar nominations came out. Yeah.
came out recently. Right?
It was like was it last week?
Last
2 weeks
week.
ago? Whatever. It was
Was it?
recently, end of January.
2 weeks
And
ago. 2 weeks ago.
one of the biggest surprises, there were a couple surprises, but one of the biggest ones was Andrea Riseborough, I'm sorry if I'm mispronouncing your name, getting a Best Actress nomination for a movie called To Leslie, which grossed less than $30,000 at the box office. Wasn't even just like intended like, okay, we're going to give it a limited release just for like so it can qualify. Like literally was put out 4 theaters and did terribly. I see you queuing up a sound effect. I'm waiting.
I'm not gonna lie, I lost to the page, but
well, if you find it again, let me know and I can backtrack. So
Say what?
I found it.
So it
Oscar,
was
play him off. Play him off.
So yeah, that was a big surprise, and it kind of went really interesting. So what happened from there was because of the fact that it came out of nowhere, the Academy investigated whether or not it was a fraudulent nomination or not.
Whoa.
And here's why. The way that she campaigned for it was she basically asked a lot of her actor friends, Edward Norton I know is one of them, and basically was like, hey, I'm trying to get my, I made my movie, I'm trying to get some nominations for it, like, can you promote it to, like, get some hype for it so maybe I can get some stuff. And basically they made, like, little videos like, hey, this was a really good movie, consider voting for it, blah, blah, blah. And
so for people who don't know, the way that the Academy is structured, it's people within the Hollywood industry who work in the industry, and I actually have my former film studies teacher has a sister who works in I believe it's his sister who works in the film industry, not super big, but still has the ability to vote. In them. So it's very it's very interesting the way it works, and so that's just one way of how like a smaller movie is technically
eligible,
capable or eligible.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Here's where the problems come in though. Is there's theoretically, asking your friends to promote your movie, there shouldn't be an issue with that, right? In theory.
Yeah.
But I believe this could be wrong because I'm not really entirely sure how it works either. But I believe the way it works is anyone who's eligible to be an Academy voter is able to nominate stuff, right? And it gets like whatever has the certain amount of votes, right? So that's not the issue. What the issue is that they randomly pick from those people who votes for the actual wins. And that's anonymous and that's random every year. So it's different people voting for what actually wins every year, and it's anonymous until like I think after the ceremony or whatever. Maybe they say it, but I don't know. So what the Academy's risk with this is that she might have been asking people who got selected to vote for the actual wins to promote her movie, which is a conflict of interest. And the other thing, but obviously they can't disclose that, so that's more like a private internal thing that we won't know. The more direct thing is one of the people who promoted it directly mentioned Cate Blanchett in Tar and was like, Cate Blanchett did a great job, but Andrea Riseborough did better in this, blah, 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 which is directly against the Academy's campaigning policies.
Right.
Like, you're not allowed to mention the other nominees for or other performances in your promotion and stuff like that. Right. Yeah. So what happened, so that was going on basically all of this week. And then I think Wednesday or Thursday, the Academy's verdict was that they're going to let her nomination stay, mostly because they don't want to cause an uproar, and then if they would have to like either pick someone else or there'd only be 4 nominations for actress, and then that's a whole mess also. But they did say they're going to be taking a closer eye on Oscar campaign to make sure this doesn't happen again, basically.
So fascinating.
Yeah,
that's so interesting
Unless I don't know
that with
such
a small. It's a small movie.
It's a very small movie. Yeah,
it's a ridiculously small movie.
Yeah,
I didn't
that's where all the uproar is though.
I didn't even hear about it until it was on because you put it on our little spreadsheet.
I hadn't heard of it either.
Like, what?
Yeah,
what
it completely flew under the radar. Yeah,
and I didn't see them yet, but of course I heard of Till. I've heard of Tar. I'm like, okay, I've seen these. I know that. I knew that I was expecting.
Yeah, nobody saw Till Leslie coming at all.
What is that?
No one saw this coming.
I even tried to look it up, and it was difficult to find online too.
Yeah. Yeah, but again, that is kind of where a lot of the uproar is because when they announced that they were investigating her and only her, a lot of people were like, oh, the Academy sucks because they're only favoring like the big budget, like the already established like thing, and they're forcing out smaller movies and stuff like that. So I think that they're afraid of backlash, and that's the reason why they didn't do anything about her nomination. Is because they're afraid that they're going to get attacked for like only pulling hers because like, not because, like, again, maybe what she did was wrong. I don't know. I'm not an expert on that. I haven't seen the movie. I don't know anything about her, So I don't think she was deliberately trying to, like, throw the system or anything like that. But, like, I think the Academy's just scared that if they do pull her nomination, they're gonna get like a complete it's gonna be a disaster.
Right, because I mean, since it is kind of a smaller film, like people may not like the look of that.
Yeah,
per se,
because it's like, oh, you're only going after the small indie movie,
Yeah,
but you're
you're
gonna
trying to
let
get rid of
Black
it.
Panther's not gonna get pulled or anything like that. It's like,
yeah.
That's what's happening with that. I don't think she's gonna win anything.
You know what I want to do? I want to actually talk a little bit. We don't have to do it today, but I would love to do an episode on movies that we felt got snubbed.
Yeah.
So
Wait, we should do that the
I think
week
we could
before.
I think we should do that the week after the
Week
Oscars
after?
because we could talk about what got actually snubbed at the
That's a
Oscars
good idea.
night
Yeah,
and
yeah.
what we feel like throughout 2022 should have been nominated in the first.
That's a good
place
idea. Yeah.
for certain
Yeah.
categories and things.
That's a
like
good
that.
idea. Let's do that.
Yeah, that was sorry. I just had to say that loud before I forgot.
Yeah. But yeah. Good luck, Andrea, whatever.
Good luck, I guess. I don't think I'm gonna watch your movie. I'm sorry.
I'm gonna watch it if I can find it. I'm gonna watch
sorry,
it because but I don't think you're gonna win, just because I mean Michelle and Kate have kind of had it locked up this whole time.
Yeah,
but.
I think it's gonna be between those two. I was gonna say that. So.
Also, wait, really quick, our favorite person, Harry Styles, won a Grammy tonight. Also.
Oh.
Yay.
Anyway, moving on. What's next on the list?
EGOT winner Harry Styles.
EGOT winner Harry Styles.
Oh wait, that scared me.
Why? That's a movie that won too big at the Oscars.
Don't worry, darling.
Don't worry, darling.
Don't worry, darling. Everything's gonna be okay.
We need more. I think
Skinamarink.
Skinamarink is in theaters, and it's cool. It's an interesting movie. Does anyone else know what this movie is?
I don't want to see it in theaters because
it's
I'm
terrifying.
afraid of the dark.
It's scary.
What's
don't
it?
It's
know.
basically
It's a horror movie.
it's a horror movie, but it's done in a way where it's not like a horror movie where there's like big scary monster ghost type thing. There's not like there's one jump scare I think in the whole movie. It is a very psychological, but not in the way of like just freaky stuff happens. Like it's more psychological in the way of like it's set from the perspective of two kids, and basically the whole movie is like you're seeing it through the kid's perspective, basically of like
POV?
a kid, not exactly POV, but like you don't really see the kids like at all. Like it's from like the camera's low, like at like what their eyesight would be.
That's weird.
It's like kind of
don't
found
wanna-
footage, just like
That's
all. It's like
weird.
great, and like what it is a lot of it is like
It's all
focused
dark.
on like dark hallways and like a lot of it is like focused on like dark hallway, and there's like a very heavy grain filter over it because it's set in like the 90s, so like it's very.
Ew.
So like what'll happen is you'll be focused on like a hallway for like 2 minutes, like an empty hallway for 2 minutes, and it'll be like slowly zooming in, and you'll like think you see something moving, but then you won't, and then something will move. It's like it's very creepy, and it's very
Wait,
it's
do you guys
fascinating.
wanna all see this like?
It's
Can we-
fascinating.
Can we?
It's
I
a
wanna go
fascinating
see
movie.
this.
Yeah,
It's
it
in-
is. It is in theaters. At least, I mean, I think it's been in
It's at the
theaters
Claridge.
now. But yeah, it's at the Claridge. It's doing late night showings only.
Let's go see it. Let's
Can
go
we
I would.
please-
I will go see
No,
this.
when I was
this
a
week.
kid-
But wait. I just want to preface. Bryce, be ready. I'm gonna hold your hand.
Yeah, I saw it because what happened.
Popcorn will be
What
flying.
happened? This is
Yeah,
really
the cheesy
unfortunate that this happened. This is really unfortunate that this happened, but also it did work to the movie's betterment. So it made some festival rounds at like some horror festivals over the summer and early fall and stuff like that. So it was building a little bit of buzz. But then what happened from like people who saw it were like, this is one of the scariest movies like ever, right?
I looked up stills. Oh my god.
It's freaky. It's freaky, yeah.
terrifying.
It's also, I will say, it's a very polarizing movie because of how like artsy and weird it is.
Doesn't it have like a weird narration?
It also looks.
A lot of the narration is like this, but there'll be like really heavy like static, and then you'll just hear like go to the basement like in the background, and it's like, did you actually hear it or
It
not?
also, you know what? It also.
It's
looks
weird.
Like? It almost looks like very like. What makes it worse is that it almost looks like very found footage.
Yeah, yeah.
Which is
and
like
the director apparently started out on
horrifying.
YouTube. Apparently he started out on YouTube, and he's been doing like these underground
Guys,
YouTube
I'm
horror
not gonna
shorts.
lie. Looking at the stills,
It's
I'm not sure I
creepy.
wanna see it.
It's
Kind of
really
like, do
freaky.
Horror movies very
Yeah.
seriously.
Yeah, but here's what happened was it was doing the festival rounds and stuff like that and building a little bit of buzz. But what happened was in the fall, I don't know how this happened, but somehow one of the festival prints got leaked online, like the entire movie. And so people that were able to watch it, yeah. And that's from like the first scene in the movie too, that still you're showing. So it only gets worse from there. But like, yeah, the whole thing got leaked online. So the people who were able to then watch it then were then reporting back that it was like one of the freakiest movies like ever, and then that's building more buzz, and then TikTok got involved and that blew it up into the stratosphere. So I think
also, you know what else it adds to this? It looks very liminal and minimal.
Yeah.
Like in terms of like set and things like that, and that
Yeah.
like minimalist things like really freak me out. Like, have
Yeah.
you guys seen Ex Machina?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like, or like Parasite?
Mhm.
Like the set design freaks me out when it's like very like when there's not clutter and stuff. Like for some reason that really scares me.
Yeah.
But
Two other
anyway.
things real quick about it is, first of all, I will say it's an extremely polarizing movie. There's a lot of people that really love it, a lot of people that absolutely hate it.
did they say why they hate it?
Yeah, because the whole movie is basically like focusing on empty hallways and like something will move in like the background, and it's like, did you actually? So like the whole thing is like psychological, like playing with like.
So is it kind of just like a thrill seeker kind of thing? Like
It's a weird movie to describe. I really don't know. It worked for me, and it's worked for a lot of people, but also it really has not worked for a lot of people too. The other thing is that it had a budget of $15,000 and has already grossed over $2 million.
Wow.
So yeah, huge success, which is awesome.
That's kind of like a Blair Witch project.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's very much a Blair Witch kind of thing where like it's kind
Wait,
of
so
it's
did you-
using
I'm sorry,
it's
did
using
you
the
see
internet
it?
to
Did
grow.
you see
Yeah,
it?
I saw it. Yeah, I saw it when the version got online. Yeah, back in the
wow.
fall. Yeah, and I watched it in my dorm room on my computer with all the lights off, and it was horrifying.
That's why
It
I'm
was
afraid,
really
like,
creepy.
I can't do that because, like,
Yeah.
I can't sleep with the lights off when my roommate's not there. Like, when I was a kid, like,
Yeah.
I would go on sleepovers and my friends would have the door open. And you know when you
Yeah.
wake up and you, like, just see the hallway and it's, like, completely dark and you see
Yeah.
things?
That's what
That's
the
my
movie
worst
is.
fear, and
That's
I
what
don't,
the
I
movie
don't
is.
want to see
That's
that.
what the movie is.
Just because it's, like, that was my
That's
worst
the
fear
movie.
as a kid. Like,
That's
I
Skinamarink.
have, like, sleep paralysis.
Yeah.
Like, I can't be
But
doing
yeah, it's
this.
a
I can't be doing this.
fascinating movie. It's a fascinating movie. It's
Yeah.
very experimental. It's very out there, but it is probably one of the most unique movies that I've seen, especially in the horror genre for a while. Like, I don't even know what the last like movie this crazy and unique was in the horror genre. Honestly, I don't even know.
What
Because
was
like
that
even
one?
movies like Ari Aster movies, like Hereditary is pretty wacky, right? But like honestly, I wouldn't even put that as like
Barbarian
horror.
was good.
Barbarian. Oh, this is weirder than Barbarian.
They're supposed to make, like, a kind of spin-off, like,
Oh,
of
I
what
hope they
happened.
don't. I hope they
No,
don't.
but like I want to know what happens in that basement. Like apparently there's more monsters than just the mother.
No, I don't want to know.
I want to know. They're
I don't
creepy.
want to know.
It's creepy.
I don't want Barbarian 2.
That
That's
man
not
is
necessary.
weird.
But yeah, Skinamarink. I also just like saying the title, Skinamarink.
Skinamarink.
It like rolls off the tongue.
It sounds fun.
Everyone give
Yeah.
a little Skinamarink.
Skinamarink
in
is
the
actually
chat.
it's a nursery rhyme, I think.
That's even weird.
think.
That's
Yeah, I'm gonna see if I can find what it is so I can read it.
Let's keep it a fun.
I like a
keep it
Skinamarink.
one word. I don't want to add any creepy connotation.
Yeah, hold on. I'm trying to find like the actual text of the thing, but I can't. Thank you.
I'm so sorry.
Thank you for that.
I needed to like do something to make myself
Jason
I know,
laugh.
right?
Derulo.
And so I think that's so silly.
Does he have an EGOT?
No.
Yeah. It's
I don't even know he does a gut.
Skinamarinka dinka dink, Skinamarinka doo. I love you.
vagina.
I love you in the
Does he have
morning. I
vagina?
love you in the
Yeah.
afternoon. I love you in the evening and underneath the moon. Skinamarinka dinka dink, Skinamarinka doo. I love you.
Jason Derulo was
That's
in
such a-
Cats.
Yeah, he wasn't Cats. He was Rum Tum Tugger.
Danny, listening to that poem, that's such like a.
That fits with the movie actually a lot because the whole thing's about like. Well, actually, I'm not gonna say.
Well, you know what?
Because there's a lot of different interpretations.
That's such a. They probably. Why did they make it a horror movie? I would have made that like such a playful, fun little cute thing.
When you see the movie, because I hadn't read that until just now. That was my first time reading it. It actually fits pretty well with the movie. I'm gonna say.
All right,
Like,
let's
anyway, let's move on to
let's
something
Charlie
happy.
Chaplin's granddaughter.
I did
because-
not.
I-
Okay.
yeah, what is
first
this? Who
Off,
put this
she's
on
in
here?
Game of
I
Thrones.
put this
All
on.
right,
Yeah,
Bryce.
Bryce, what is this?
Yeah, so Charlie Chaplin's granddaughter, Una Chaplin, she's in Game of Thrones.
That's a great name.
She's
I love
in-
her.
Una
Oh,
Chaplin.
yeah,
That's
I
an
like
awesome
that.
She's
name.
in like she's in the longest ride. She will play
For the
Varang, which is the leader of
longest
the Ash
ride.
people in Avatar 3.
So we got
Yeah.
Avatar: The Way of Water, and now we're getting
Avatar
Avatar:
3, which is
The
currently in
Adventure of
production.
Ash.
Aren't they supposed to be cannibals or something? The Ash people?
Yes. I heard rumors of that.
Where
I
is all
can't
this
confirm
lore
that.
from the unreleased Avatar 3 coming from? What? Isn't that?
I'm gonna guys like I'm.
You're an
not even
Avatar
gonna hold, I'm not even
superfan.
gonna hold back. Like I'm gonna let my inner child come out and just like love Avatar. I'm not gonna look at the critics.
Yeah,
I'm
I
just gonna
probably
be
will see
like
Avatar 3. I'm not happy about
fishies,
it.
fishies in water and fire. But you
That's
know
how I'm gonna
what?
be about Indiana Jones though. Like everyone's gonna be like, this movie's so bad.
I know. I'm gonna be like,
Harrison
haha,
Ford's
he went.
old.
Yeah, that like see like
Haha, Harrison Ford go.
That's me with Bad Boys 4.
in Avatar 2, the way that they like kind of
Of water.
like terrorize the water people was burning down their huts. So I wonder if like that'll help with like these people can't be stopped because fire is like their thing. So like I don't know how
You know
they
what
would
though?
stop them.
I hope that they get a different villain than the same guy we've gotten twice now.
It's gonna be the same.
I know it is, but I'm not happy about it.
They're gonna splash them with water in
Maybe, yeah.
Avatar 3.
And then Avatar 4, we're gonna get like the wind people, and then Avatar 5, we're gonna
And then
get
it's gonna
like
be
the
like the
fire
actual like
fire
avatars
people.
with
Is
like
fire
the arrow.
does fire go with Ash? I don't know.
Oh yeah, is that what?
I don't know.
Well,
Anyway.
listen, it's gonna turn into Avatar.
Bryce.
I was gonna say something
This
so
TV
dumb.
show.
Bryce has a look of
I'm
excitement.
just gonna refrain myself. From what I was
Bryce.
gonna
That's
say.
fine.
Bryce.
I was gonna say because you guys were saying how the Ash people, how it was rumored that they can like move fire, and how like hypothetically like the water people and the fire people.
Yeah, yeah.
What if all these movies are gonna like eventually tie into like the last Airbender?
Yeah, exactly.
I know, that's what
All
I
the
said.
elements,
Oh
this
my
is
god,
just
M. Night
giant-
Shyamalan.
What if there's, like-
Airbender, the
Stop.
live-action one.
Jake Sully is gonna be the next Avatar because he's in water, earth, he's going to
Oh my
fire,
God, can you
and air.
imagine if they
That's
just do
wild.
the last
That'd be
Airbender?
so good.
He's just
So-
moving. He keeps moving. He keeps adapting. Eventually, he's gonna be able to like do all of
Yeah.
this.
Oh wait, this isn't on the list, but I mean, Avatar James Cameron. They released the footage of him trying to see if Jack could fit on the board.
Oh my god.
They spent $2 billion to do this.
Yeah, you want?
Did you
Yeah,
know
do
that?
we all know what the
Yeah.
results were? Did we all see
No.
the verdict?
No.
The verdict is he could fit on it, but it would sink the plank, and they would both die. And the only way that they both could survive is
You know what's
if the only way that he said that it was possible for Jack to survive is if she gives him her life jacket, basically.
It's so interesting. I was actually talking to
Like, why?
She was wearing
I
a
was
life
talking-
jacket.
I was-
Apparently,
Oh my
or like a
god.
buoy or something.
I was actually talking to avid listener of movies till
Super fan?
midnight, super fan if you will, Scott Ackerson, and I actually said like James Cameron has so much money that he can just do
He can do
that
anything.
because he
Yeah.
wants to.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah, between
what?
his movies and all his documentary and research stuff that he then sells off, like he can do basically whatever he wants.
Isn't
for
that
the rest of his life.
wild? Like he
I
just
wish
did
I
that.
wish
Like
life was like that.
why? I don't know. He's a strange dude. to
He is
me.
a strange
He's just
dude.
a rich man with who's bored. I think. I think he was just bored. He was like,
I would hate to have those problems.
right. Wouldn't that be awful?
Ugh.
Oh, I got so much money. What am I gonna do with it? Oh, gotta make
I don't
another
know
one
what
of
to
these.
do.
Yeah.
Gotta make another Titanic. Spend $2 million on Titanic.
We'll spend like
Whatever.
$20 million.
Let's
on
just spend it on
food.
like 5 avatars.
And the freaking
Yeah.
Titanic.
Oh, okay,
Oh,
we stopped.
alright,
Oh,
we got like
shoot.
a few minutes left here. I want to talk about some exciting stuff in the near future.
Blood and Honey.
Really, really looking forward to Renfield.
Blood and Honey.
Why have
yeah,
I
I
never
am
heard of
so
this?
excited for Renfield.
What is
You
this?
didn't hear about
This
this?
You
is
have
the
no
vampire?
idea.
This is the vampire?
It's based on Dracula's servant, and he's played by Nicholas Hoult, and Nick Cage is
Yeah.
Dracula.
The photos for Nick Cage's outfit have been out for like almost a year.
Yeah, the
now.
trailer's hilarious.
Nicholas Hoult is.
Yeah, the trailer's
so funny.
X-Men.
Nicholas Hoult
The
he was in the
Menu.
menu.
Yeah, Nicholas Hoult. He was
He
in,
was
yeah,
in
he was
this
X-Men.
in this
He's
UK
really
show called Skins that I really loved. I did not know he was a real actor. But
Interesting.
Yeah.
He
X-Men.
sings in it. He gets hit by
Yeah.
a car
I
and
like
then he like
Nicholas
stands
Hoult.
up and it's like kind of like a musical.
I would say Nicholas Hoult is probably my
so
favorite
interesting.
performance in the Menu.
Oh
I
my
would say.
gosh, that was so.
He was
good.
really good in the Menu.
I
Nicholas
think
Hoult.
Ralph Fiennes was my favorite.
Yeah, he was all. They were all really good. No one did a bad job. in
Yeah,
that
it was
movie.
what a great, well-rounded movie.
Yeah.
Which
That got no
by
Oscar.
the way, should have been nominated for Best Original Screenplay. I know it's big. I know it's a big category. Like it's a tough category.
Mm-hmm.
But I thought that was a really good
Yeah.
movie.
What we should do is
And-
kind of going back to your idea of like the
That was-
snubs and like what we think should have gotten nominated. We should do a thing where it's like what we think, like what were our best acting performances of the year, kind of thing like that. Where we just go instead of like,
Yeah.
oh, this person should have gotten nominated
I'd like
or
to
whatever.
do that.
Like just like, what are your 5 favorite movies of the year, kind of thing like that. I feel like that'd be interesting.
Yeah, that would be
Like
good.
new movies or movies that you
From
saw?
like last
Just
year or
from
whatever. You know, like
2022.
what, like if we were in charge of making the Oscars, like what would we
Yeah.
have picked? Basically,
Elvis.
Elvis would get stuff. Yeah.
Let's moving on to Renfield. Let's actually go into Blood and Honey. 'cause
Blood
I feel like they kind of relate.
Mhm.
So
I'm
Blood and
s-
Honey is the new
Winnie
Winnie the Pooh
yeah.
horror film.
Yeah, Winnie the Pooh, the character, not the Disney movies, the original stories, books, whatever it is of Winnie the Pooh are in
Yes.
public domain. So someone's doing a horror reimagining of it.
Oh,
So someone took that and they're like,
It's gonna be horrible,
what if we
but
made
it's gonna
your
be really
favorite
funny.
cute little childhood
Yeah.
best friend a serial killer?
Yeah.
Let's
That's
see what happens.
It's gonna be so funny.
Is Piglet in it?
Piglet, yeah, it's Winnie
I
the Pooh
hope
and
it's a
Piglet
little
go on like a murderous rampage
I
or
hope
something.
it's a little. I hope it's like hyper self-aware. And
I'm
it's
sure
just-
it
it's
will
just
be.
Comedic.
I'm sure it
Like,
will
I just want it
be.
to be funny and like gory.
Yeah, I know. It's not going to be a great movie. It's just going to be
No.
really entertaining.
No.
But yeah, obviously the internet is all upset about like, oh, you're ruining my childhood. Like, just don't watch it.
Yeah.
Don't watch the movie.
Just don't watch the movie if you don't want to watch it. Like, what?
Do you go? All right.
Yeah. Speaking of ruining, like I just like don't want them to ruin Scream anymore.
Oh yeah.
Did you
What do
guys
you
see
mean
the last
anymore?
one?
These movies have been. These
Okay,
movies are a joke.
Scream 1 through 3 were really good.
really good.
Scream whatever.
Scream
But
4?
apparently they're I don't know.
Which one are
I
they on?
didn't
I
see the
don't even
last one. I
This
The
don't
last
wanna-
one was good.
I don't want to watch
I like the
it.
last
What
one.
one are they gonna be? It's gonna be Scream 6.
Scream 6, yeah. Scream 6. Ghostface takes New York.
I still haven't seen the first one. I'm sorry.
Ghostface takes New York.
All right, I'll watch.
That's
it.
scary. New York's right around the corner.
It
You think
is,
he's
yeah.
real?
No, listen. I understand it's a series a lot of people
He
love,
is
but
real.
like
it's every child
Yeah.
on like Halloween.
the
Like,
whole point of the series is that they're stupid send-ups of horror movies. Like they're not supposed to be
Yeah,
like
they're-
these they're supposed to be dumb and goofy. That's the whole point.
That was the. I think that was the original plan.
Were you guys ever Scream for Halloween?
I wasn't Scream for Halloween. No.
My
Did
bro-
you have
my
like?
brother was.
Did you have like the mask that like would like
Yeah.
bleed?
Yeah, my brother.
I had some friends that did that. And, like,
My
when they
brother
were-
had. My brother had. He didn't have the one that. He just had the regular
Is
one.
that the normal one?
But
he
the
had,
knife.
He had like a cool like knife.
Yeah.
That the blood like moved
Yeah.
when you.
I
Look,
think Ghostface would
Alright.
call into 90.3 WMSC.
I love
Montclair.
like the fact that I'm
It's
asking
so-
all these
it's
stupid
so
questions.
silly.
When I
yeah.
asked if John
They're
Cena
silly
was
movies.
bald,
They're silly movies.
That was it. And then Danny goes, "Is that a crew cut?"
I don't know. I don't know how to describe what his hair looks like.
Oh, 90.3 WMSC over Montclair.
Yeah.
If you guys are
He calls like.
if you guys are
"Hello,
just tuning in,
Andrew."
we're at the end of our show actually.
We still have to.
But we're gonna
can keep going.
go over it a little bit. From
Guys,
now.
I made a
Hello,
mistake.
Andrew.
I made a
Wanna
mistake
play a
and
game? Wait, that's
Ooh.
Saw. Wait, that's the wrong movie.
What?
Wait. Hello, Andrew. Do you like scary movies?
90.3 WMSC, Upper Montclair.
Cool.
Ella gets it. Ella's seen Scream.
yeah. What's your favorite scary movie?
My favorite scary.
What is your
movie?
favorite? I was asking seriously. Yeah.
Oh, my favorite scary movie, because I haven't seen a
Cats.
lot, but I really like. I think my favorite like horror movie is probably Get Out.
Ooh.
Just
It's
I
a
know
good
it's like
movie.
I know that's like kind of like
It's like
obvious,
drama,
you know what I
psychological.
mean? But it's
yeah.
or yeah, it's a little drama-y, but I that's kind of one of the biggest ones that I've seen in a long time that like I would say that like is really good. Because I don't watch a lot of horror movies, and most of the ones that I have seen are like kind of silly. Like I saw Smile, but it wasn't a good movie. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
I haven't
We're
seen
also-
Smile still. I don't think I'm going to.
I think I'm really gonna enjoy the stream when I actually when I sit down and actually
This
watch.
is so
those
funny.
movies.
Guys, I made a mistake.
What?
I accidentally, I was like, okay, let me go home like a weekend. Like, I'll have fun, right? And I text my boss, oh, I'm coming home this weekend. Can I work at the movies?
Yeah, naturally.
I look at the weekend. I'm working Ant-Man opening weekend. Like, why did I do that to myself? You know that's going to be so packed.
Quantumania.
And my boss is probably laughing to himself. He's like, oh my God, I can't believe I already have somebody to work Saturday and Sunday.
He's like, this is awesome.
No!
He's like,
She's
Yeah.
gonna make so
Oh
much
my.
money.
What are your predictions for? Because it's Ant-Man, right? Like it's not like a Thor, like one of like the big ones, but also it's
Not
Kang.
only do we have Ant-Man, but we also have Avatar. So it's going to be like double the people, double the mess,
It's gonna
double the
be-
screaming
yeah.
kids.
It's gonna be
What do we think
huge.
about the
I
Ant-Man
think the
movies? Just
movie-
in general, what do we think
Wait,
about
does
the movies?
anybody understand the whole Kang thing?
I do.
I've lost.
I kind
I've
of do,
gotten
but I'm
lost.
also kind of tapped out of Marvel. at this point,
I'm
so.
a little tapped out.
Can you
myself.
explain? Because I'm like, I need to know. I
So, like,
forgot.
did you see Loki?
Mhm.
Okay, so that's that Kang. It's
The
The
same-
guy,
guy
the guy at the end.
Who
yeah.
works the multiverse?
Yeah.
Okay.
And he's like kind of ticked off now or something. I don't know.
It's basically the same Kang, but I don't remember how Loki ends. But basically, you know how he basically
It's a
tricks them,
yeah.
tricks them into the like dealing with the multiverse.
Yeah.
handling it.
What happens at the end is there's the one Kang at the end, and he's like, I had to fight every bajillion versions of me in order to get here. Now I've restored balance to the universe. And
He's
for some
supposed to be,
reason,
like, the superior version.
Does
of
he
yeah.
die at the
And then
end
for
of
some
Loki?
reason they kill him, which I don't know why. And
Oh.
now there's like an evil Kang, I guess, is like a
Wait.
different version of him or something. I don't know.
Oh,
And
okay.
that's the
No,
bad
he
guy.
was trying. I think he was trying to defeat the next evil Kang or whatever. And did he die at the end of Loki?
He died at the end of Loki. Yeah. The
Maybe
one
there
that
was
we
just like
met.
another evil Kang that came
I
out
guess.
into Quantumania.
I don't know. Aren't we
or
getting
whatever,
Loki
the,
season
the
2?
quantum
There's-
universe?
yeah,
at some
there's
point?
still just a lot of questions unanswered because
Because they
Ant-Man
haven't
3
explained
hasn't
it.
come out yet.
I hope they explain it.
Yeah, they better. I
No,
mean,
no, they will.
this is Marvel Phase 4, so I wouldn't
Because
bank on
what
it,
the
but they
last one
probably
was
will.
Black Panther.
Which had
Black
nothing to do with it.
Panther end credit scene was
Really good.
good, but it didn't
Really.
have anything to do with
Yeah.
the multiverse.
Yeah, this is what's annoying me about the multiverse saga is that almost none of the movies have had anything to do with the multiverse so far, right?
Yeah.
Like, other than WandaVision teased it, but didn't really have anything to do with it. Loki was about it. Spider-Man was about it.
Doctor Strange.
Doctor Strange was about it.
They hopped a little bit.
Is that it?
But the thing is, like, you know how the Infinity Saga, like, you know how it's stretched out for like 11 straight years.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Marvel said that they're not doing that anymore. So you know how in 2026 they're gonna come out with the Kang Dynasty, Secret Wars. That's where Kang's.
That's when
where
Kang
Kang's
ends.
going to die.
Yeah.
Kang is going to die in that movie.
Yeah.
Because.
They're
Marvel,
rushing it.
Because Marvel's so
rushing it.
popular now, they don't have time to stretch movies out for 11 straight years. No one has time for
Yeah,
that.
that's what was good about Endgame. Was it was build up from you had 11 years of build up and world building and
Nostalgia.
well loved characters and stuff like that, and then they're trying to rush together this entire multiverse thing, which is a lot more confusing and expansive in the span of like 5 years.
You know what's happening
With
though,
just as with
is-
more movies and shows, we got more movies and shows in 2021 alone than we did the first 2 phases of Marvel.
What I think that they're trying to do is similar to the way that the comics were set up. They're trying to give it this maybe all over the place kind of feel, which is kind of how comic books are laid out in a sense, where it's like you have these stories that branch off in a ton of different directions, and it's kind of just like you got to keep up with it. And I think that's
I
kind of
like that.
I get
which,
that.
which I think, but the
interpretation.
issue is that they're not doing the comics; they're doing their own thing.
Yeah.
The thing is, as someone who reads the comics, it's very frustrating to watch at times,
Right.
but it's also very smart because there's things that happen in the comics that you would not want to see in the movie.
Right.
Like, for example, in the there's a comic called the Infinity Gauntlet. It's a really popular Marvel one.
Yeah, of course.
And in this, the whole reason why because in the movies, the whole reason why Thanos is doing it because he wants to get rid of half the population, right?
right.
But in the comics, there's a god called Death. Like, Death is not a he or she. The god is Death. And the entire reason why Thanos is trying to kill everybody is because he's trying to please Death, because he loves Death. That is that is really dumb. That's not something I want to
It's
see.
pretty
in a movie.
stupid.
Yeah, I see.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm okay with them changing things, but again, like, I feel like there's a difference between paying like a couple bucks for a comic book, you read it for like half an hour or whatever, okay, moving on to the next thing, like let's keep up with the next thing, and having to devote like 12 hours to one show that's not connected to anything else.
I feel
Right?
like it's definitely like a comic book in that sense though, because I feel like now we have to get used to, like, because you know when you would read comics, it'd be like, you know, like say like She-Hulk, like she would come up maybe and talk, maybe she would be in a picture once, like she wasn't like a big thing. So I feel like they're doing this just to like have somebody like, oh, I know her, like, you know.
They're also
I don't know.
out of most of their iconic characters, I feel like, too,
they're all
right?
kind of
Like,
gone.
Spider-Man's obviously their big one, but like Iron Man, Captain America, Hulk, like they're big comic ones that are like well known even before the MCU became like a big
Well,
thing.
Captain
Spider-Man's
America's
And then
gone.
Captain America, well, it's not the same one, though.
Right.
Like Steve Rogers is gone, Robert Downey Jr. is gone, Tony
Spider-Man's
Stark's gone.
I think some of the
T'Challa's gone. Spider-Man exists, but
Different,
now
yeah,
doesn't.
Yeah. So's Venom.
Venom is in his own universe. Like Hulk is doing whatever the heck he's up to. Like
I've not seen him.
yeah,
Doctor
like
Strange
what,
and Wanda.
Doctor Strange. Yeah, but even they're not like top tier characters. I feel like in the comics. I mean, I'm not an expert, but like
Yeah.
I feel like if you're asked someone to name a Marvel superhero after Spider-Man, like Iron Man, Captain America, Hulk, maybe a few Thors, maybe like 1 or 2 Black Widows, and then what do you have from there? Basically, like they
Yeah.
went through all their good characters.
I'm
feel
excited
like, or
because I
iconic
think
ones.
I'm pretty positive like Samuel L. Jackson's returning.
Yeah.
At some point.
He's
Oh,
73
Secret Wars.
apparently.
Yeah, he's like.
I didn't know he
What?
was that
He's
old.
actually
Oh.
old.
Because he does not
He's
look
been around for
yeah.
so long.
He
but
does not look 73. He's looked the same for the past like 25 years.
Yeah. That
Yeah.
guy's crazy.
Yeah.
Love him.
Hey, we went on a tangent.
Yeah. What other movies do we have coming out?
White Man Can't Jump, a remake with Jack Harlow. May 19th.
Sorry, this is kinda
Mark your
silly
calendars,
for me.
guys. Just dropped the trailer, YouTube right now.
Mhm.
All right,
I don't know
that was
why
it.
this reminds me of it, but 80 for
He-
Brady's out now, I think.
Oh.
Just came out.
that's
Just in
right.
time for the Super Bowl, which is next
Look,
weekend.
little stupid
Go
little
Birds.
movies.
Go
Go
Birds.
birds. Go birds.
Go Birds.
You know, Jack Harlow, he did good on SNL, so I feel like he might be like a funny little actor, but I don't think he's gonna. You know
We'll
what?
see.
Jack Harlow for the EGOT, guys.
All right. Well,
Harry Styles for the E guy. He's already got the G. We just need the E, the O, and the T. He's already a quarter of the way there.
who is it?
Harry Styles.
Oh,
Harry Styles snubbed.
Huh.
Like I thought he would win over like Austin
That's
Butler.
actually
like-
kinda-
Can you imagine if Harry Styles won the Oscar for Best Actor?
Oh my gosh.
Has Harry Styles been on in theater?
Has he? What do you mean?
Is he like, what is Tony theater?
Tony is Broadway,
yeah.
yeah.
It's Broadway.
And Emmy is
So
I don't
get him
think
on
he hasn't
stage.
done any
Get him on
Broadway.
stage.
Yeah, I don't think he's done any TV shows or anything either. I think
Yeah.
he's just.
He's solely a musician and a film actor. he's just a real kind of like. He's one of those people that you go and you see him in the theater, and he's just like it's like a real like he's just a real movie.
It's a
like,
real
it's
movie.
A real movie.
It's like a real go to the theater film movie.
That's right.
Yeah.
Exactly.
This is one I want to talk about real quick. I really don't know that much about it, but it looked really interesting. It's called Inside, not Bo Burnham, unfortunately.
You know what's so funny about this is that Bo Burnham reposted when they posted about Inside.
I know, I saw that.
Who's doing it? Is it A24?
I don't think it's A24. It's some other thing, but it seems like it's an A24 movie, but it's not.
Well, whatever the company that was producing it, he reposted their Instagram post for it, which is I thought it was really funny.
Yeah. He knows.
Yeah,
he's playing along with it.
Yeah, he knows what's going on.
Love you, Bo. Go on tour again, please.
So yeah, I guess it looks the image that was released looked really cool. So
yeah, the trailer was very interesting. This is kind of I haven't seen a lot of buzz for it. It's basically Willem Dafoe is a art thief, I believe, and he breaks into someone's expensive house, and he actually trips an alarm that locks all the doors and windows, so he can't get out. And the person is like on like a long vacation or something like that. And so he basically has to like survive in this person's penthouse for like a month or whatever, basically. And he basically, I think he just goes crazy or something in it. But it seems like it's going to be pretty interesting.
Sounds
that comes
like a
out
real Willem Dafoe.
He's
I know,
definitely
right?
gonna take all of his clothes off.
Can we please get away?
Yeah.
Okay, this is my biggest Oscar snub. Why does Willem Dafoe not have an Oscar?
What?
How has he not even been nominated for an Oscar?
No.
I don't even think he's been nominated.
I think. Oh my God.
How did he not win for The Lighthouse?
The Lighthouse was snubbed. What
How
a
did he
great
not
movie.
get a supporting actor for The
snubbed.
Lighthouse?
The Northman snubbed.
He was good in his he was in like the 2 scenes in The Northman though, right? He was like the
Yeah, but
He's-
that fart
he
was
was
like
really good
that
in that
fart
one
was
scene,
the
though.
best supporting actor.
Was Willem Dafoe? I believe he was nominated for the.
He's nominated for something. What?
The. Oh my gosh, Ellie, you love this movie.
At Eternity's Gate.
Eternity's Gate, right? Was he
You're
nominated?
right. He did get nominated for
He was
Eternity.
nominated.
Okay, good. I was about to
He didn't
cry
win.
because
No, he was nominated,
really
but
good in
unfortunately he didn't
that.
win. I knew he was
He
nominated.
was pretty good in that. I mean, he's good in every. I haven't seen him be bad in anything, honestly.
Yeah, he's actually a really
Spider-Man.
good
He's in
actor.
Spider-Man.
Oh my
Yeah.
gosh, that
He
scene
plays,
when Spider-Man is punching him in the face is like that. Like
That actually gave
floored
that
me.
actually I was
That
like, oh
floored
man,
me.
I was like, he's enjoying this.
I really wanted Willem Dafoe to be in the new one though, No Way Home, when the whole like Spider-Verse thing,
Right.
but he wasn't.
What?
The movie's been out for like over a year, man.
Oh, I
You
know
know-
he was. He was Goblin. Oh my God. I'm so sorry.
I was like, I thought you were kidding.
I'm
I thought you were
actually
making a
blanking.
joke. I was like, you
No.
don't need to pretend for spoilers. Like,
No.
it's been
Willem
out for
Dafoe
a
was
year.
in American Psycho.
No,
Yeah,
you
he's
know
the-
what I
he's the
you know what I
cop.
forgot about that because because for me he was two different villains. in
Yeah,
the
'cause he's
Spider-
Norman and then he's
he's
Goblin,
Norman
yeah.
and then he's Goblin.
Yeah.
And for me,
and he's
I
completely
was
different.
I was thinking about him being Norman, and Norman wasn't in technically No Way Home. It was technically Goblin.
Yeah, it was Goblin.
And so that's why it confuses me
Yeah.
so much. I'm so sorry.
But yeah, that was one of the best scenes. Is that fight in the apartment when Spider-Man's like on him? He's like boom, 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 and then he like stops for a second. He's like like he's like enjoying getting hit. Like,
Yeah.
jeez.
Willem Dafoe plays the
good.
black and white fish in Nemo.
Yeah,
Oh, what? Really?
yeah,
I didn't realize that was him.
yeah. He's in John Wick.
He's in The Fault in Our Stars.
Last Temptation
He's in The
of
Fault in Our
Christ.
Stars?
He's in Grand
He's
Budapest.
Jesus in The Last Temptation of Christ.
Florida Project.
Grand Budapest. He's in Grand
Hey.
Budapest. I forgot he was in Grand
Fantastic
I
Mr.
did too.
Fox.
Budapest. Wait, yeah,
Life
he is in Grand
Aquatic.
Budapest. He's the guy that beats people up, and he's like,
Yes.
Oh,
Oh,
he's
yeah,
like,
yeah.
and he
He's
beats
scary
up
in that one.
not Adrian Brody. Who does he beat up? Jeff Goldblum.
He belongs in Wes Anderson movies.
Mhm.
When's Wes? He has a
As
movie
well.
coming out this year, doesn't he?
What is it called?
Asteroid City.
Oh yes.
And then he has the Netflix one
Which looks
that's
really
coming
cool.
out either this year or next year. The one with Benedict
Asteroid
I
Cumberbatch.
City,
watched,
June
uh,
16th.
I
Henry
watched-
Sugar. That one. That one's
After the
coming out at
Grand
some point.
Budapest, I went like this Wes Anderson like
Yeah, same.
run, and I actually saw there was a YouTube video that was posted by Prada, and he literally just like Wes Anderson just like he just made like you have to see this, Danny, because he made this little short film, but it was like I don't know, there was like nothing happening in it, but it was just Wes Anderson like
Being Wes
style, like his
Yeah.
aesthetic and everything.
Yeah.
It was
Yeah,
very
Wes
interesting.
Anderson's a director who, like, I grew up with Fantastic Mr. Fox. I always liked Fantastic
Yeah.
Mr. Fox, right? But when I watched Grand Budapest, I was really underwhelmed because, like, I thought it was, like, this big,
What?
elaborate thing. And then I watched it and I was like, this is just style over substance. Like, this is just looking nice without really like doing anything. I'm not finding this interesting. And then I think what did I watch after that? Did I watch?
I
think I watched
Grand
Moonrise
Budapest is
Kingdom
okay.
right after
I
that,
like
and
the
I was
Grand
like, wait,
Budapest
this
a
guy's
lot.
actually like really good.
Yeah.
What I thought was more style over substance was when I saw the French Dispatch.
Yeah.
Yeah, French Dispatch on a big
See,
screen was awesome.
I think Grand Budapest was better, and then for me, the French Dispatch was like,
Oh
Yeah.
my god, when I saw
I looked-
French
yeah.
Dispatch, like
Wes
the,
Anderson, yeah.
It was still.
Wes
it was
Anderson
still
has
fun.
gone from a director I thought was incredibly overrated to one of my favorite directors.
I also sent
I
this
love
to
that
you
guy.
guys as well. There was a video on SNL,
SNL.
where they made fun of Wes Anderson
It's
in
so-
like a horror genre, and that's probably one of my favorite SNL skits of all time.
when
just love
when
it.
I saw French Dispatch, like I thought it was like the power went out in the theater, and I thought it was like kind of like an artsy move to have just like a really long blank black screen. I was like, all right, and then it like started thundering. But
Hey, so guys,
that's my
guess
French
what?
Dispatch,
Harry Styles' album
memory.
won Album of the Year, apparently.
He won album of the
He
year.
won Album of the Year, apparently, just
For
now, too.
Grammys.
For
What?
Harry's House, yeah. Or whatever his
Harry's
last.
House?
Yeah, that was
Oh.
his last album.
Oh, that wasn't that good.
Yeah.
Do we want to talk about Cocaine Bear a little bit?
Cocaine Bear's coming out this month.
Yeah, super pumped.
We've talked about it a lot already. I don't know really what else
It's
to
gonna be a fun,
add.
silly movie. Ray Liotta's last project, so
Mhm.
gotta see it. Love him.
What is
yeah,
that saying? Crazy Lit movie. That's Cocaine Bear.
That's Cocaine Bear right there. that is really Cocaine Bear.
That's so Cocaine Bear.
Cocaine
That's
Bear
That's
balls.
so
Cocaine
Cocaine
Bear.
Bear
That's
of
so-
you.
That is just so Cocaine Bear.
Crazy Lit movie.
Why are you acting so crazy right now? That's so
Yeah.
Cocaine Bear of you right now.
Oh, I don't know if anyone's.
You're
is that-
being
if
such a
anyone's,
Cocaine Bear right now.
Is, it,
Can you calm down, please?
is anyone watching The Last of Us?
Can't take her anywhere.
Yeah.
I haven't started it yet.
Oh,
I-
I'm
how- what do you-
waiting.
what do
I'm
you think of
waiting.
it,
It's
Bryce?
really good.
I'm
They're
really
on
liking
the-
it. Like,
why-
have you played
are you
the
waiting
games?
for them all to
Yeah.
come
Is
out?
it like
I'm
we're,
waiting.
like,
Yeah, I'm
close to
waiting
the
to watch it
games?
with my dad.
It actually is.
Oh.
It is?
It's impressive how close
Yeah,
it is at times.
I haven't played the games. I thought the well, okay, well, we can't give spoilers because it's still coming out and you two haven't seen it. But like
Yeah.
the last episode with Bill and Frank or
backlash.
Are they on
whatever
the
those two
third?
are,
Backlash.
that was really
Are they
good.
on the third?
I was on the verge of
episode?
tears.
Yeah.
Honestly,
Oh,
I almost cried
apparently
with the last episode.
The fourth episode is supposed to be earlier because of the Super Bowl. I saw that online. So guys,
I mean, an episode.
It'll be released
Yeah, whatever
earlier.
the newest episode
When
just
do
came
they-
out today. I
they don't
think.
even stream on television anymore,
Yeah,
so I don't know why it
episode-
matters.
I'm sorry, what episode just came out today? The fourth one?
The
fourth
fourth
was
one, I think,
coming
and the fifth one's next week, so that's probably getting pushed.
And they come out
around.
every Sunday?
Yeah, every Sunday at like 9 or something. But they're pushing
Interesting.
it back. That makes sense
I'm
because
gonna-
they
I'll-
want people to watch it.
I think I'm gonna start tomorrow.
Yeah, it's really good. Like even like I haven't played the games, but even without knowing the games, like
Yeah.
it's really well done.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've been meaning to start that for a
Mhm.
minute.
Yeah,
'Cause, yeah.
they already greenlit season 2,
All right. Yeah.
which I've heard is about the second game, which I've heard does not have the best reputation.
Speaking of greenlit for season 2, Velma. What? What?
You brought up mentioning this on the show earlier
Bryce, you
before we
saw
went
a
on.
little bit of it,
Dude,
right?
it's
so bad.
How bad is it?
We
though?
need like
It's so bad.
the
Dude, so bad.
It's
Whoa,
so woke.
my god.
Oh, it's
Oh,
like,
that's
it's
what
like-
we need,
but
that's
it's
what we
woke in a
need.
bad way.
It's no, dude.
It's
woke.
it's what people who criticize things being over inclusive. It's what they think woke is.
Right.
Like
yeah.
it's
No
like a parody
Scooby.
of what like that actually is. That movement
Scooby
actually
is a woman.
Is Scooby in it?
Scooby turned into a woman.
Wait, what? What happened?
Scooby turned into
and
a woman and
Shaggy,
is in love with him.
Shaggy's Norval, I know that.
Shaggy's not Shaggy. He's actually Norville.
I knew that. And I've seen
Scooby
the clip where
is
he's like,
dating
and I have never
Shaggy.
done drugs. Blink, blink, and it's like, what's the joke? Like, is the joke because he's kind of like
It was
because he's
it
a
was
stoner
funny because
hippie
in the
original? Like,
movie, you know, in the live actions, it was
I don't-
funny.
Like, what's the
I
joke?
don't think that like I don't mind I don't mind some of their takes on the characters. They're just doing it in the wrong way.
Yeah. The whole joke is, haha, look at us, we're criticizing the original and making fun of media. Haha, haha,
Right.
aren't we clever? Aren't
Which
we
is not
clever?
what people
It's not
don't want
what
to
we
see
want.
that.
No.
They want to see their classic characters.
Doesn't
Yeah.
need
And I don't
season
mind if
2.
it's presented in a new
Yeah.
light.
Honestly,
Just
we've
do
gotten
it
like
in
a
way that
bajillion
doesn't
different
make
Scooby-Doo
me realize that I'm
adaptations anyway.
watching something in a new light.
Don't
Yeah.
do it in a way that makes me hate.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, but then herein lies the problem: is everyone watched it to see how bad it is, and then they thought people actually were watching. This is like a Morbius situation. Where People
Yeah.
talked about it so much. that they
Another
screamed about it.
snubbed Oscar movie, Morbius.
Not at the Razzies.
Oh my god. Dude,
What
I
are
was
the
looking
Razzies?
I was
Hold up.
looking through it and it was blonde. I was like,
Hold
oh.
on, I'm looking at when the Razzies are
Don't
this
get me
year.
started.
The
Don't get
Golden
me started.
Raspberries this year
Oh,
are
they are
March
this-
11th. So if you the day before the Oscars. So
Oh, we can cover
But
that.
that's smart though.
We can talk about the
Yeah.
Even, like, but
they're
then,
doing it on Oscars Eve.
yeah.
Oh yeah.
But the thing is, like, when you make a like, for example, the reason why I got greenlit is because people keep like hate watching it, but that's smart though. Like if you make a show that bad and people hate watching
Yeah,
it, that's really smart.
That's
Yeah,
definitely what
maybe that's the
TikToks
purpose.
get.
Maybe that was on purpose.
Maybe it was,
I mean, I'm
that's a
giving
really
Warner Brothers too
risky
much
thing
credit,
to
but
do, 'cause
yeah,
you could just
That's smart.
I don't know.
this is Warner Brothers, so
I was
probably not.
expecting
But,
some
yeah.
really fun stuff from this series, and I was very disappointed because
I wasn't
love
I wasn't
I
expecting.
love Scooby Doo. I
Where
love
are
it.
you? We've got a lot to do now.
Yeah.
I don't remember the rest of the words of the theme song.
Oh yeah.
Scooby.
Whoa, my God.
Whoa,
we need
my
that.
God.
Can you download that sound effect?
Yeah, whoever runs, I don't know who runs it, but whoever runs
I
is
could
in charge
talk-
of putting
we could
stuff on the
talk
board.
to the
Is it-
I think it's engineering.
Yeah.
And
Joe, if you're listening, can we please get the oh
Jonas
my God
Brothers?
sound effect on the bar, please? Thank you.
I,
The Jonas
wait, I
Brothers
might-
have an
I
EGOT?
might have it on.
Matt,
Here.
I think that's on there.
This one's on. It. Wait, let me see.
Oh my God.
I'm gonna.
It's already on there, Joe's. Then disregard it.
Dead air.
No, not dead
You
air.
guys-
Dead air.
No, don't.
I saw. Have you guys seen Birdman?
Birdman's really
I
good.
just
I want to.
watched
I'm
that.
gonna rewatch Birdman soon. I need
was
to
like-
What,
rewatch
is it on anything right now?
Is it on? I
It's
feel
on
like
HBO.
It's
It's on pretty much. I don't know.
Oh, really?
It was on HBO. It's like
I thought
it's
I saw your
all-
review. I thought your review was funny.
I was like, oh, I don't know.
Because I was
when you're watching it.
because I was like, haha, that's funny because the whole thing looks like one scene, and then I was like,
Yeah.
wait, no, because the individual shot like scenes are like really long
Really
anyway.
long.
Never
It's
mind,
like-
you meant this a lot more
So
literally
it's
than I
shot.
thought.
It's shot like it's one continuous like walkthrough.
Yeah.
Oh, like
They-
1917.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like 19, but it's cleverer
They
than
do not
1917.
cut. Well, there's like maybe two
It's
to
more
three
clever than
cuts.
I don't even. Are there
But
even
like,
any?
so
I don't
it's like
remember.
really long, really long. It's like what's his name? The main guy,
Michael Keaton.
Michael Keaton.
Michael
is
Keaton's
like,
good in
Who's
that.
actually named Michael Douglas, but he changed his name
Yeah,
because
it's
there's
already
Michael
Douglas. Yeah.
oh wow.
Sorry. Fun
So,
fact.
anyways,
I like Michael
so
Keaton
it's
more
like
than Michael
Michael
Douglas.
Keaton is like a rundown kind of like an old superhero that isn't anymore kind of like Captain America like so and
Chris Evans in 20 years.
so yeah so or you know who's doing that right now
He's a retired
Wolverine.
superhero actor.
Wolverine,
Wait,
Hugh
hold on.
Jackman.
He's a retired superhero actor.
actor.
So
He
wasn't-
played the character of Birdman when he was younger. Then he kind of stopped doing that and he fell
And
out of
then-
favor.
yeah,
and now
and
he's
then
trying to
he-
make a dramatic comeback.
Yeah, he
Oh,
wrote a play and he's doing this and Edward Norton is in it and Edward Norton is like this
Love it.
crazy method actor for the
He's funny
the
in
thing.
that. He's actually really
And
good in that.
It was so good. Like the scenes are so long,
Mm-hmm.
and you can tell that they're so long and that they've done it so much because there's like kind of slip ups, which is like I'm not mad about because
What do
it's
you
like
mean by slip ups?
like slip ups like they
makes
would
it more
say
real.
things like there was like it makes it more real where it was like
Like someone will like stumble on a thing, like they'll like
Yeah,
stutter
they'll
through
say
like
something
something
wrong.
on a
they'll-
line.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was a bit like something. Like they'll just like
Oh, that's
stutter
so-
over like the thing. It makes it sound a lot more real than like
That's so
yeah. It's yeah.
Emma Stone's in it.
Emma Stone
She was
in it.
good.
Yeah, was she the dog?
She was
I
a
gotta
daughter.
see this.
Yeah.
She was good in that. I remember.
Really good.
It's been on my list for a long
Yeah,
time.
that's a really good movie.
I was waiting till it
Since you've
came
seen
out
it already,
free.
You wrote a review on it.
Birdman.
You
I-
gave it 5 stars.
I didn't see Birdman yet.
Oh no, never mind. That's my other friend.
That's
Oh my God.
That's the other Andrew.
No, wait,
You just went
wait,
crazy.
really?
That's
Are
the
you
other
sure?
host of movies till
I
midnight.
made a mistake. It looked like your icon.
my
like
icon.
Oh my god, almost
No,
went crazy.
Birdman is really
No,
good.
it's on
No,
my list.
definitely go
still.
see that.
I was like, I definitely have not
Yeah.
seen that movie.
Did Birdman? I bet Birdman. No, here's Birdman. I know we're very over time, but Birdman, I think cinematography-wise, is more impressive than 1917.
Wow.
Because 1917, there's a couple times where you could see like someone will walk in front of the frame, like a cart will walk in front. It's like, okay, you can see that's probably where the cut was, or like they'll go behind like a dead horse or whatever. It's like, okay, that was added in post. That's where the cut is. Like
Right.
Birdman, there's like maybe one thing where like they go into like someone's back as they're walking and then they zoom out, but most of the time it's just like a straight like
yeah,
you can't
they-
tell where the cuts are most of the time.
Usually the cuts are like when
And
they're walking in and out of the stage and they kind of turn to like the
yeah, usually it's
the
when like
stage
someone's
people.
like they turn a corner, yeah,
Yeah.
and
It
they
takes place
cut
in
there.
one day. It's a
Ye-
one
Yeah,
day.
it's like
It's a
like
several days.
yeah.
There's like maybe 1 to 2 cuts like but like when it like shows the days it like kind of goes up to the sky like like goes by fast and then
that's
goes
cool.
back
Yeah.
down like
yeah, it's a cool movie. I want to rewatch it.
All right. Cool. Guess what I found?
Oh my
oh my
God!
god. Whoa,
just have
my
to-
god. We're finally done. We got this,
Yeah,
guys.
all right. I don't
We
really have
came in
anything
here.
else
We
to talk
came
about.
here with nothing to talk about, and we're so over time.
Yeah.
So
What are we talking about next week?
Yeah, I'm
Skinamarink.
not gonna lie, like we weren't really like expecting to come with a lot to
Yeah.
say today, but as we know, we go into tangents, and
Mm.
this show is now movies around midnight.
Movies around midnight. Yeah.
It's near.
Yeah.
It's close.
Who's going to see Skinamarink next week?
Oh
This
my
week.
god, I'm so scared, but I don't want to go see it.
All right, well, ladies and gentlemen, this has been
Movies till midnight.
Movies Till Midnight. Thank you for listening. Have a great night.